Can you hear? Can you hear all the screaming?
I can hear faint murders.
Yep.
And what words? I almost always hear the dog's fucking chains, his leash, his collar.
His chains? I got him chained up like Sloth and Goonies. Baby Ruth. No, so our youngest kid didn't have his Kindle. He forgot it next door. And he asked Chris, hey, he said, I want my device. And she's like, I don't respond to you just saying that. That's not how you ask me to
want
get
my
things.
device.
Right.
Because she's like, you're not a robot.
No, she said, you're being a little jerk. I need my device. I want my device. Okay. That's not how you ask for things. And then he started screaming. She's like, okay, you're grounded from devices tomorrow too. And I'm not getting it tonight. So he's just been screaming for about 14 minutes straight.
What?
Yeah, he still thinks he's going to get it.
This fucking device gate.
Yeah.
2019.
Device gate,
No,
yeah. It's interesting.
I've got a couple questions for you. Shut that dog up. Put that cigarette out.
Give me some questions. Hit me.
How old is the youngest?
4.
Kindles for a 4-year-old, huh?
Yep.
What's on there? Color? They got coloring Kindles, or he's reading some War and Peace on his Kindle. Got the new James Patterson on that motherfucker. Or...
He's got like a math game he plays.
Are you saying tablet wrong? Or do I have an ancient Kindle that doesn't have game capabilities?
You've got an ancient one, I guess.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because his is like 3 years old. It
plays
games. Is yours black and white?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah. Where do we begin?
He's got the colored one?
Yeah. Well, it's also an actual tablet, basically.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay, is that normal for this age? Because we used to see these fucking parents, and they would have the babies, and the babies had cell phones, and we'd always give them shit. And now I'm looking to my good friend Jim, and I'm thinking his 4-year-old's got a device.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if it's appropriate or not. You're gonna say yes.
It is. It's not inappropriate. He's doing. He's watching TV on it. Basically, we had TVs when we were 4. And he's playing.
I didn't have a car TV.
Games.
Didn't have a grocery store TV. Did you take it everywhere? We're having a device intervention for this whole family right now.
Not really.
Okay.
It's good. It's great for the car. Oh, it's awesome for the car. He doesn't usually use it in the car, though, is the weird thing. I think he gets away with demanding things with other people. Like I'm worried that he acts this way at school because
like teachers and grandma and grandpa.
Our older kid,
grandmother,
right away we were like, no, you don't just get to scream and get what you want. And he'll scream harder, but he never gets what he wants when he screams.
Yeah. Then you popped out that second one and you're like, fuck it.
No,
I'm tired.
No, we don't
just take it.
We don't. No, that doesn't happen. But usually, he's usually more self-sufficient at his age at 4 than the older kid was at 4. So like he doesn't ask you for things that the 9-year-old used to ask you for when he was 4. He'll just go get it himself.
Oh.
But he's already in bed. So he, instead of asking nicely, he demanded. And like Chris was like getting a coat on and was going to go over there. And he was like, I want it. I want my device. And she's like, no. That's not, I'm not going over there now.
That leads to my second question. What is this device stuff?
It's a Kindle.
Why isn't Kindle the nomenclature that's being thrown about?
Oh, we
don't do branding. We're not trying to give up the
It's
rub.
just fun to call it a device because people talk about device time and our kids on too many devices, so we all jokingly.
Oh, it's a parent thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that fucking subculture, that fucking cult.
We call it a device.
Anti-vaxxer, pro-device motherfuckers.
Yeah, we don't. We call it a device, sort of tongue in cheek.
And it just kind of stuck, huh?
Yeah, like we'll say, like when Jack is just watching a video or something on there, we'll say he's deviceified. He can't. He's not paying attention right now. He's deviceified.
Fucking mommy bloggers, man.
I guess. No, we're sort of counter mommy blogger.
Is this? Well, I'm just saying.
No, most of the mommy bloggers are like, he has 4 minutes of device time a day, and then when Braden is done with the 4 minutes, that's all he gets. And we're like, yeah, just watch.
That's a big apology to our listeners named Braden. Yeah,
we don't have any of those.
We probably don't. I have listeners. What? So what? Yeah, that's. I'd hate to ration that shit out because I'd feel like an asshole. Because I'm like, get off that fucking thing. And meanwhile, I'm just like, Lucio, I'm over here being Lucio now.
Yeah, he's not
my device time.
For example, I came home today. The 4-year-old wanted to play games, so we played games. We played Connect 4. We played. Man, what was the other? We played another board game. Because you can't just play one.
King of Tokyo.
No, King of Tokyo, asshole. Oh, Jesus.
Sorry. Was it sorry?
No, it wasn't sorry.
Damn it.
It wasn't Shoots and Ladders. We play Shoots and Ladders a lot. We ended with Connect 4. What did we play first?
Yeah, what was the curtain jerker?
I can't remember. That's bad, too. I don't know where my memory's been going.
Your memory's shot because of your device time.
And then we played Super Smash Brothers together on GameCube.
Family device time. That one doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Oh, played
and our 9-year-old, he cannot play Fortnite for more than 2 hours a day.
Jesus Christ, he's 9?
Yeah.
That explains why he was almost as tall as me.
Yeah. So otherwise he'll just play indefinitely, like until from the time he gets home from school, do his homework. Sometimes not do his homework, which is not like him. So he's so hooked on Fortnite, he's not doing his homework. So we had to okay, it's going to be 2 hours a day. And then if it's worse, it's going to get lower, but it ain't going to get higher.
Yeah, Fortnite's a family killer, man.
He
tears it apart.
He's very much a lawyer though, because I came home and I was like, "Oh, you're playing Overwatch?" He's like, "Well, yeah, I'm out of Fortnite time." I was like, "God damn it, fine print. I forgot we specified Fortnite. You can only play Fortnite for 2 hours a day." He's like, "Oh, I'm playing Overwatch." It's not Fortnite.
Like, if you would check clause 14B, you'll see that this is not Fortnite.
But you know what? I'm like, play arcade mode and get me them crates, and everything's fine.
Yeah, please, so I don't have to hear about that bitching. It's fucking so many assists.
Yeah,
I hate arcade
No, that's not what happens anymore. I go McCree and I win.
Speaking of games, Smash Brothers stuff, played Mario Party. Super Mario Party? Mario Party.
For the
Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I believe it's the latest, newest, hottest version. Heard about this game for a long time. I get the gist of it. It's a bunch of mini games. I didn't know, and I don't know if this is new or if it's always been this way, but it's wrapped around essentially like a little board game.
Yeah, it's always been that way.
Okay, it's always been that way. Yeah, I didn't know that aspect of it. I just thought it was let's play this mini game now. Hey, let's do this one now. So I like that aspect.
I think you can do that. There's a mode, it's called party mode or something. There's a mode where you can just pick mini games to play.
Yeah, shit ton of modes. They definitely stuffed this motherfucker full of options and unlockables and modes and characters, and didn't see a damn thing about DLC. It was quite refreshing. I mean, I don't have a Switch. It wasn't my stuff, but I mean, good for them. Good for them.
It was fun, huh?
It was pretty fucking fun.
We had the one for GameCube.
Some of them you had to stand up to do a thing. Some of them you'd end up doing a jerk off motion with the remote. That's all. I won all of those. It was just fun. Just a fun little thing. So that's going to be sprinkled in to some of our friend hangout sessions. We got Jackbox. We got fucking D&D, and I want to start playing cards. They don't know about this, but I want to start playing a little poker. Do some no, maybe not strip poker. We have cards. Some ugly people. Yeah, some pokers.
I thought that was short for Cards Against Humanity. You guys want to play cards?
We're gonna
play cards tonight.
No, I want
But
to
you
get
mean
a
like
little.
when my grandma said we're playing cards? And
Yes.
that meant go downstairs. There's too much
Yeah.
smoke up here in the kitchen. Go downstairs.
There's going to be a lot of adult language.
You walk up there, grab a couple chips. They got some Chex Mix. Go back down and get some fresh air.
Hell yeah. Get a little poker set with the chips.
I would love to play Hold'em. That would be super fun.
That could be fun. We played it at Thanksgiving. Our family Thanksgiving. For Christmas. It was a family Christmas. It doesn't matter.
I thought you died. My family Thanksgiving. I was like, oh, he did it. He bit the dust.
No, it was buffering. It was buffering.
Oh.
But yeah, cousin had a set with all the chips. It was a bit of a train wreck because they didn't really know what they were doing.
The alcoholic that owns a bar?
No.
Other one. Okay.
I don't have an alcoholic that owns a bar.
Oh.
But
I just figured if you own a bar, it's a default.
No, it's the exact opposite.
Oh,
well,
okay.
That's how it should be, right? But yeah, poker, man. Want to get in on that shit. Super Mario Party poker. Fucking mix it up.
So does it still take like 4 minutes to roll and then have your guy like walk to the space? Because that was what I hated about Mario Party.
No, it was relatively fast. One thing I liked is it was like, all right, you want this to be around an hour? You want this to be around 90 minutes? Like there were certain like settings where you could just,
that's cool.
Which was pretty cool. No, the rolling and the going to the appropriate square was relatively pain-free. It was cool because you'd have certain different dice. You could acquire more in a variety of ways. It was much better than I was expecting. It had more layers and levels of just fun to it than I was expecting. I should have expected. It's fucking Nintendo.
Were there 4 of you?
There was 4 of us.
So did you have the games where you had to team up with somebody?
Yeah, there was.
And they sucked.
2v2s. Some
of them paddling the boat wrong. What the fuck is wrong?
One of them was like, I have a piece of a puzzle and you have a piece of a puzzle.
Oh yeah.
And we'd have to rotate it so it clamps into each other. That one got a little strong. That one got a little intense. Some friendships were tested. But no, it's super fun.
On the GameCube, there was one where it's a boat race. And someone's in the front of the boat, someone's in the back of the boat, and you either have to paddle on one side or you're both on one side to turn, and then like sometimes you got to try and slow down because these torches would light you on fire. And oh my god, was that frustrating!
It seems like those work outings where they try to improve the chemistry between the employees,
and then you just find out who's really competitive.
Yeah,
and an asshole.
Yeah.
Come on, Karen. Fuck Karen.
Karen.
We almost won, except Karen sucks.
Karen. Where are your hands, Karen? Don't have them. So.
Grandmother.
I've got a lot of things on my to-do list here for this episode. So let's get into the first one because we haven't talked about wrestling in 12 minutes. So let's get that going. AEW. I'm going to be talking about this for a very long time. But AEW, Cody Rhodes, Young Bucks, their lead. Cody says that they might, there's a strong possibility that they're going to have a win-loss record and rankings, the ranking system. What are your thoughts on that?
I always, as a child, always assumed there was one. Like when I was little, I always assumed there was a win-loss record because they would use the undefeated angle on guys. Like they did it with Mr. Perfect for a while. They did it with Razor Ramon, Goldberg, so like, he's undefeated. So like I always felt like there was one. I just didn't know where to find it. So I actually think that's really cool.
Yeah, I go back and forth on it. But yeah, it always did seem like there was somebody backstage who they just weren't telling us. Like fucking Nick Bockwinkel's back there like, all right, let me fucking add notch to that. Supposedly Chikara has a system that is new to me, but I read about it and I love it. And I hope they implement something like it because it's easier. It's easy for the fans. It's easy for the bookers. Because if you're booking and you gotta start taking this shit, it's like, well, I can't have him lose because of like that's a nightmare. I would hate that. But Chikara has a system that's essentially win 3 matches in a row, and you earn the right to challenge for a title. So you win one, boom, you got one. You win another one, suddenly you got 2. Holy shit, you win one more. getting yourself a little title shot. So that's becoming just a default pre-written number one contenders match, well, at least for one of the people in the ring.
So what you're telling me is Chikara, which is professional wrestling, has a better system to figure out who should have a title match than UFC, which is actual fighting.
Yes, it does seem that way.
That's what I go back to. Have a win-loss record, because UFC actually does, and it doesn't matter. So if they can do it, you can do it.
Mm-hmm. And it's got to be TV. Obviously, house shows don't count. House shows do not count. That's how I would do it. And it's funny because I just saw a graphic on Instagram, NXT. They were promoting these women who are wrestling at a show, and it had their records. It said, who's more dominant, Shayna Baszler or Bianca Belair? And it said TV win-loss records. And of course, they were very impressive, like 13-1, 12-0. Yep. And I was like, oh, they highlighted that it's the TV win. Like, I love that a lot.
That's cool. To me, it's sort of silly not to do it, because you're trying to make it like it has some sort of realism to it, you know, like go ahead.
Sure.
Why not? That's not
sure. Definitely 110%. But what I like about if they do the televised thing, like those rankings are what matters. I kind of want to watch the Raw. You know, I want to watch their fucking Tuesday Night Dynamite, which I think is actually what it's going to be fucking called. So strap in for that fucking name.
Like, think about this. If you look at it, they had one and they didn't even realize it, but The Undertaker had a record at WrestleMania, and it was something people kept track of, and it mattered to people towards the end. You know, it became a thing. Is he going to lose at WrestleMania? And then when he did, it was a thing.
And it'll be fun as a booker, as a writer, because you can have, there's so many angles you can do. Like, this guy can't get past 2. 1-2 loses. 1-2 loses. He can't get that. Like, is he a choke artist? Like, you can write that kind of storyline. You can have guys sabotaging a guy. Like, I don't want him to, no, fuck him. I don't care what it costs me. He's never ever getting a title shot. Like, there's stuff with that.
Yeah, and then you're building up little angles there. Like, is he gonna get this third? You know, he has not won 3 in a row in 8 months that we've been tracking this. Tonight could be the night. Can he get 3 in a row and get that? Like, it's just, it seems like it's an easier thing to sort of commentate on and write around. It just gives you more to write around. That's not like weird. Like, he's a vampire, you know, like.
Getting real. Every match is elevated. Like, if you've got a guy who has 1, he's got a 1 next to his name, and he's fighting a guy that's got a 2, and you're like, right there, the story's right there. It's like, well, if second boy there wins, he's gonna get a title shot, and this guy's trying to move up the rankings. Let's see what happens. Or you're gonna have those matches where both fellas have a 2, so it's just a number 1 contenders match. And those are going to be, at least they should be, quite intense, because both competitors are really going to want that fucking W, and they know the other guy wants it just as bad. Like, I think it's fucking fantastic, yes. This Chikara system. Please do something and like I said, one of the best aspects of it, it's simple. Fans can count to 3. The writers aren't going to be fucking handcuffed with goofy ass rankings. It's great.
And just because someone gets a title shot doesn't mean they're going to win.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So you could have somebody that's on a streak, you know, and then what is your stipulation for the title holder? They're just always fighting whoever the number 1 contender is, right?
Yeah, I'd say, like, it's the champions. You know, like, it's what goes with that. It's like, yeah, I wrestle once a month now, or maybe twice a month now, whereas you guys are doing weekly. You know, I get to train and rest, and I'll compete. I'll defend the title, but it's against you guys that have to earn it.
I want to see some non-title matches. That's just the kid in me. Like, I remember watching Raw, and it'd be like, Brett's the champ, but the belt's not on the line for this. He's wrestling Steve Jack Face, and it's like a 4-minute match.
Yeah, I kind of don't like. I think whoever's got that title, we need to keep him secret.
It's like a tune-up match, you know. It's just like this is just a training match. It's not the title's not on the line, you know. It's just, you're here to see me. I'm putting the ass in the seats. I'm the champion. You want to see me wrestle. So it's just like my training match.
I think here's how I would do it. If I was forced, if you were the president and you were yelling at me right now about this, well, I want to do it. I want 9 title matches. And I'm like, God damn it. I would say, I would say, okay, asshole. But it could never be against a guy that has two or three. Like, it can only be against guys who have 1 win or they have no wins at all currently, because they for whatever reason.
You could even have something like
they'd have to be bottom bitches.
Like 2 guys are 2s, and it's a number 1 contenders match, and they wrestle to a draw, and there's a 3-way title match.
Yeah, sure.
It's so easy, right? Itself, and there's always it's pro wrestling, right? And people get fucked out of title shots in real fighting all the time, where it's like, wait, what? Like, GSP hasn't fought in 14 years. He just gets a title fight? Like, yep. But, yep, GSP. Oh, okay. So there's always room for fuckery. It's like, well, I won 3 in a row, so I'm guaranteed a title shot. You are. And we have a title you're going to wrestle for. It's the dickhead title.
It's the title of my car.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's always room for heel fuckery. Like, where the fans get all excited. Oh, my guy's he's got his chance now. And then it's, it's some little twist where it's you're fucking him over.
It'd be not, and obviously story and character is a big part of professional wrestling. These larger than life performers and stuff, but putting that spotlight, that built-in spotlight on the competition and the in-ring action and the results, I think it's the best thing I've ever fucking heard of. And I'm super excited about it. It's almost like what was it? YMCA Masters, that fucking karate show.
YMCA.
Like, it was obviously choreographed.
WMAC Masters. Hello.
Yeah, but
World Martial Arts Championship, something like that.
But that one was like, you win these competitions, you're in the main event of the show. It was fucking simple.
Everyone's gonna fight a bunch of ninjas, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, but is it gonna be the guy, that black guy with the dreads that I like?
Or is it the guy who played Liu Kang in the video game?
Who's it gonna be? Which one of my favorites is it gonna be? And that's exactly what this is, because it's gonna be a stacked roster. So it's just like, what's the cool dream matchup we're gonna get this month? Because I'll take it.
Somebody might say, does this matter in a wrestling environment where the titles don't matter anymore? And what I would say to that is, this will make them matter more.
Mm-hmm.
Just having the system will, by default, make them matter more in the story.
Having a system, having a lineage, because I mean, obviously in WWE, that shit's been watered down to absolute garbage. But it's almost like blood sport. Like, who won. Like, you could see the rankings. You could see that big fucking massive monster of a son of a bitch. I just think it's fantastic. And AEW, I got my eye on you. I see you, Cody. I see you.
Do you? Okay.
I'm so fucking excited about wrestling again. I just had to watch fucking Finn Balor and Braun Strowman, and I did not like that. And then Bobby Lashley and Apollo Crews, and I did not like that. I want to like wrestling. Just can you do it?
Finn Balor and Braun Strowman?
Braun Strowman, which is weird because he's supposed to be injured, which is why he's not fighting Brock Lesnar Sunday. But that motherfucker just worked a match with Finn Balor, so I don't know what the hell's going on with these people.
Isn't Finn Balor like 5'7", 180 pounds?
Yeah, it's David and Goliath. They're friends and enemies. David and Goliath. Last week, I said, maybe on the next show we'll look at the careers of the actors in the hit film Halloween 2018. It's the Sartains, the Hawkinses, specifically just those two, because I've never seen them before, and I'm very curious about what they've done, because they were so goddamn good. They've had to have been in some shit. Had to have been in some shit. Now, you're familiar with one of them. Which one is it? The Hawkins? All right, we'll start with Hawkins.
Hawkins, the first movie I remember seeing Hawkins in. I saw the movie at the theater, and it was sort of a thriller. It wasn't like a straight up horror movie, but it came out around the time like post Blair Witch, right around The Ring, like that era, I want to say. And it was a movie that still scares me the bejesus out of me to this day. And it got like 2 stars. I don't know what Rotten Tomatoes is on it. And everybody else that I talk to is like, it's not that scary. You're an idiot. And it's the Mothman Prophecies.
I see.
He plays. So, have you seen the Mothman Prophecies?
A little bit back in the day,
Gere.
and I was also quite scared.
Deborah Messing. Okay, good. So you remember in the beginning, maybe you don't, but in the beginning, Richard Gere, his wife died. He's a reporter, and he's driving to this town, and he's driving, and he's like, this doesn't make sense, and he pulls up to this guy's house, and the guy who answers the door is Hawkins, the guy who plays Hawkins, and he says he has a shotgun, and you're like, whoa. He's like, how many times are you gonna come knock on my door tonight? And you're like, what the fuck?
Oh.
You know, it's like creepy. He's like, I've never been here before. He's like, yes, you have. He's like, this is the however many third time you've been here tonight. And then he's like, what? So then, you know, there's like people see these red eyes and they see this thing right before something bad happens, and they're getting weird phone calls. And there's a voice on the phone. It says it's Ingrid Cold or something like that. And and then Hawkins is on the phone with Richard Gere, and they're talking about seeing the visions and all that. And he says on the phone, I'll see you in time. And he hangs up the phone. Hawkins does. And then they find him dead in the woods. He's like walked out in the freezing cold and died. But that movie still scares the shit out of me to this day. And everybody that I was like, you got to see this movie. It's so scary. They're like, that wasn't scary. What the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, it's not. Because I'm like, but you see, there's not really it's not really like a monster that you can touch. It's just like you see some shit and you hear some shit and you have no control over it. And then you have like visions of disasters and like the bridge collapses. And it's not based upon a true story like this Mothman thing exists. But in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, this bridge did collapse. And people did claim that they saw some weird vision. Like they describe what you see in the movie. It doesn't mean it actually happened, right? Like it doesn't mean it's true. It just means people said that. And they like wrote a book and a movie around it. But that makes it a little scarier for me. That the bridge actually did collapse and people did claim that they had, I saw this in a vision. And that's just weird. It's just creepy. So he was in that. And then I'd seen him in other things after that. And I can't put my finger on what.
Well, Mothman Prophecies, because now you've made me want to watch that. 6.5 on IMDb. On Rotten Tomatoes, it's rocking a 52%. Audiences say 56%. So right around the same area. I haven't seen that in a while. Richard Gere.
I want to say like Richard Gere's in it. Laura Linney might be in it.
That Laura Linney is in it.
Okay, so Richard Gere, Laura Linney, Deborah Messing, Hawkins, and then there's like a guy that it's like a doctor he goes to see, and the doctor's like crazy, and he's like, "Oh no, you gotta stay away from there. You can't watch the thing." But it's not like The Ring where it's like this little girl died, and if you look in the screen, she's gonna come out, and in 4 days you're gonna. It's not that. I think that's probably why people don't like it, and maybe why it's not a great movie. But it's just like sort of in your brain. It's in your head.
My question is this. So Hawkins plays that guy, comes out with a shotgun and shit. Is he good?
Yeah.
Is he good in that too?
Yeah. He's part of what makes it really creepy. Like he's a big part of why I'm creeped out by it.
So Hawkins is I'm gonna stop calling him Hawkins. Will Patton. It's a good name. It's a good, strong name. Will Patton. He looks like a Will Patton, too. Punch you right in the fucking mouth. First gig, 1979. So he's been here for a while. Best known for Armageddon.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Armageddon.
He's the guy in Armageddon whose wife is April O'Neil from the original Turtles.
Okay.
Yeah,
his name is Chick.
I just want to see my kid again and just doing this for my boy or my girl or whatever he's got. Remember the Titans? He's the coach, and he's a coach in that. Going in 60 seconds.
Some TV stuff. The Good Wife, Falling Skies, 24. He was in a 2009 series.
I wasn't watching it in that time.
2009, yeah. Numbers, some good TV work, some CSI, shit like that. But Armageddon, the Postman, Kevin Costner's the Postman. He plays the donkey. That
Postman.
The Postman. And the Mothman Prophecies, and apparently the Punisher, 2004. The 2004 version.
It's like, how many deletes do I get on my IMDb? Just one? Okay. Can I use it on the 2004 Punisher movie? Yes, you can.
Everybody gets one.
He's in Falling Skies, the TV show. He was one of the military guys in that. He was good in that. I didn't watch that show all the way through or anything, and it was okay, but he was good in it.
Interesting.
He always plays that same type of character, sort of like the sort of gritty.
Like a dad.
Seems like an honest guy.
Yeah, he's got a good look. Hopefully, he starts to get more gigs here, so I can see him in things. But it looks like he's going to be in a new series that's coming out later this year.
Child's Play.
Called he can't be in Child's Play, Jim. Because he's too busy being in Swamp Thing.
Oh, good. Is he the Thing?
He is not the Thing.
Good.
Derek Mears is the Swamp Thing. Derek Mears played Jason Voorhees in the 2009 version of the film.
Oh,
but Jennifer he's a good stunt. He's a good stunt type of person. Jennifer Beals is in this. Virginia Madsen, Will Patton, and yeah, I'm excited about a Swamp Thing show. You're not excited about a Swamp Thing show?
I mean, I'm not excited about it.
Yeah, and we get all these.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know.
No, DC. It's not going to be. So.
Oh God, it's gonna be on fucking Channel 9. Yeah. Fuck. Never mind. There goes. Wait.
Yeah. What is Gotham is on Fox or something?
Yeah, Fox. That's because I don't know. I like Swamp Thing. I like the idea of Swamp Thing, but that what they did in the 80s wasn't great.
So Swamp Thing was a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear there are really good sort of runs of that comic book.
That's what I hear as well.
You really got to check out. But I can never remember if it was a comic book after it was a movie, or if it was a comic book and then a movie and then a comic book because there was a movie. I can never remember that. Pat would know, but he's not here. Yeah, so I'm not, unless your show's going to be on Netflix, I'm not that excited.
Well, I'm gonna hold the hype, because there are certain things that deserve it. With Halloween, there were so many signs that deserved the hope. John Carpenter and Jamie's Bag, all this shit. So right. it was well deserved. I'm gonna hold out hope, despite the DC. I mean, that's just they own it. What the fuck do you want? And here's why: the writers. It's the first thing I look at, and Jennifer Beals. I like Jennifer Beals. But the writers, and I just do a quick, there's 3 of them that are on the IMDb, and I just do a quick what they're known for. I'm just doing a quick glance. The first writer here, Gary Dalberman, best known for It, The Nun, well, that sucks, Annabelle creation. So a horror writer. So I say, okay, they got a horror guy. Awesome. Who's the second guy? Oh, it's Mark Verheiden, best known for Time Cop and The Mask. Fuck yes. Give me that schlock. Give me that hot, steamy garbage. And then I say, well, who's the third guy? How are you going to cap this out? Oh, you got Len Wein. Cool. Best known for X-Men Days of Future Past and Batman the Animated Series. Let's go.
Wait a minute.
Let's go.
Batman the Animated Series, greatest cartoon show of all time.
It does seem he passed away recently, though. So hopefully he got that script in. Bummer.
Yeah, looks like 71 is when he first came out in the comics. So before the movie, long before.
Yeah, you do a Google like best Swamp Thing comics, and I'm sure you're gonna get a couple lists there. But actually, I might do that because for whatever reason, I'm just happy it's not a guy in a fucking cape from another planet with the same storyline bullshit. It's fucking Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I
He's
guess
dirty.
Alan Moore took over in '85 or something like that. In the '80s, the Alan Moore Swamp Things are supposed to be pretty good. Alan Moore is probably
Fantastic.
Best known by most people as the guy who made Watchmen.
Yes. Well, I'm going to be going to the library and I'm going to be checking out some of those graphic novels and check that shit out. So, but back to Will Patton, aka Hawkins. I hope he gets a bigger run now. He's going to be in the Swamp Thing. He's going to be playing a character named Avery Sunderland. Do you remember him from the Swamp Thing?
No. Is he a cop?
I bet he's a cop. I bet it's sheriff. They were like, do we just put sheriff here now or should we Oh, no. Here it is. General Sunderland.
There you go. I was going to say, is it a cop or is he in the military?
He is a military man. Fucking fantastic. That is he's a villain. Oh, all right. No spoilers. Yeah, I'd love it. It'll be great to see him turn heel. Because I bet they do face heel turn too. He's like, oh, fucking Grandpa's so nice. And he's just like, I gave everybody cancer, swamp cancer. Great. Let's move on to
Supernatural.
Dr. Sartain.
Oh.
No, absolutely not. Dr. Sartain, played by Haluk Bilginer? Oh, I love this. He's a Turkish. Bilginer. He's a Turkish actor, and I love everything about his name. I just can't say it. So you have no familiarity with this man. You don't remember him from some shitty 2001 horror movie or anything like that?
I don't.
Okay. Let me scroll down here for Haluk. His first gig, 1984. Ishtar. He was in Ishtar.
Oh, okay.
Always good.
That's a big movie.
Toy Story 2, uncredited voice of Buzz Lightyear. So
what?
I think maybe is that the one where he's doing all the like the dubs in different languages, like Spanish Buzz Lightyear, like that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. You're right. That makes sense.
Some TV work here, some voice work. Ice Age, he was Diego, voice uncredited. That's awful. Why is he so uncredited? And in Ice Age The Meltdown, uncredited. What's going on? Voice acting union. How about you credit these people?
Yeah, you need a better representation, I guess.
Ice Age Continental Drift, Diego, voice uncredited. I'm getting hot. I'm getting fucking hot.
How old do you think he is?
60?
Ooh, 64.
Okay. I mean, he looks 60. I don't know what the fuck game you were playing.
Okay.
He looks like an old man. Ben-Hur 2016. This is what he's best known for. The International 2009 movie.
I'm sorry. Is he best known for that? Or is he best known for in 1987?
Oh? Is that Ishtar?
Oh, Lionheart. That's got to be a different Lionheart than the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, that is. I thought that was the Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, yeah,
it's not.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is another under-the-radar type of guy to get more work over here because there's a lot of, I think, Turkish stuff and uncredited voice work. So how about we get this guy some real fucking gigs with credits and contracts and fucking paychecks that show up in the mail for him? Wouldn't that be great if we could hook up Haluk? Jesus Christ, Hollywood.
What makes him ejaculate in his pants when he's murdering?
I was watching Halloween came out on DVD and Blu-ray this past week, and I bought it, and it still doesn't have a commentary track. And I've been watching it about 2-3 times a day, just constantly on in the background. And Sartain, one of the first things Dr. Sartain says is, "Don't underestimate anybody." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's nice." And
including me, motherfucker.
Yeah. Just the
No,
rewatchability of it's high.
We were on a show track. We were talking about actors and things, and I brought up Supernatural not as a joke.
As an attempted segue that I shut down.
Well, Entertainment Weekly, I believe it's Entertainment Weekly. They're on the cover, the Winchester boys with really weird pants and no socks.
Oh.
They have
I hate this fashion.
Yeah, it's stupid. But
I'm gonna look at it.
So the Winchester brothers are on the front, and behind them is Mary Winchester, their mom, and John Winchester, their dad. Because Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to come back and play John Winchester again for the 300th episode, which is a big deal for me.
My God.
He's been on the show in 10 years at least.
Yeah, and that was just like a little phone thing. Where he's like, I'm kind of in hell, or do the thing, I guess.
Yep.
I love you. And that was the easiest. See, you know what he got? He got a paycheck for that, and he was credited in that episode. Isn't that weird?
We at least know that it was we at least remember that it was him too.
Fucking assholes. Yeah, I'm looking at this Entertainment Weekly cover here. There's a couple pictures from they had a whole shoot, and holy fuck, these pants with no socks.
What the fuck
I hate
is
this
with these
look,
pants?
dude. I hate this look. I've actually been looking at fashion stuff because I'm buying all these new clothes. I'm like, how do I do it? And they're like, here's some looks you can do. Here's some spring looks and how to wear a blazer with this and shit. And I'm just like, where are the socks though?
Yeah.
Put socks on him.
You're like, I ain't doing that though. Those shoes don't even have laces on them.
It's fucking gross. And it looks
stupid.
It looks way too. It looks stupid. It looks feminine, except for Sam, because he's got hairy ass ankles, which makes it worse. It's like he's wearing wool socks.
It's too Euro for me.
It's very Euro. Oh, is that a hint?
It's just too Euro for me. Like,
is that a tease?
That's like some Manu Ginobili looking outfit. Like, I don't want to see that shit. Put on some socks, motherfucker.
It doesn't look comfortable.
But that is really cool. And even in the 48th season of the show, they find a way to make me stay interested.
If you okay, I don't know if you're on. I'm on EW.com. Do you have this up in front of you?
I do not.
All right, I'm gonna link it.
Oh,
here, boom, boom, boom. The first one's just like I said, there's a whole photo shoot, and if you scroll down past the one with the socks one or lack of socks one, they have an alternate cover of the Entertainment Weekly, and it's just Sam looking dreamily at the lens at us, because they remember that women want to bone these guys.
They do. They do.
There's one Castiel. There's a Castiel's eye fucking me now.
Oh, there's one with Jeffrey Dean Morgan and an axe.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
These fucking shoes. Oh, I was wrong. Sam's shoes do have laces.
That makes it worse to me. That makes it. So when does this come back? Soon? Is it already back? I don't know.
I don't think it's already back. It's February 7th.
Oh shit! I will not catch up by then.
No, probably not.
I'm still in season 10.
Yeah,
like 10
about 3.5 more seasons to go.
And it's 50 episodes a season.
Oh, they got a Castiel one. They got one with Dean looking like Scarface.
Yeah. They're like, look sexy, and it's like, fuck, I can't.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Oh yeah, he's wearing a little Hawaiian number. Fucking Christ. Yeah, Supernatural's back. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Do you think it's just going to be one episode?
I think so.
Oh, come on. Isn't his other show done?
I don't.
Get him
not
for
done, but I'm pretty sure he's done on it.
Yeah, he's done.
I think he got eaten or
the
something.
Fucking bat. He threw his bat away or something. He said, I'm not going to need this because I killed all the zombies.
I don't know. Who knows? These aren't real spoilers because we have no fucking idea.
Could you imagine?
They did have the bat in one of the Supernatural episodes, though, as a little nod.
Oh, jeez. They have fun.
Yep.
They have fun. Mom's hot. I forgot that Mom was hot.
Hmm?
Nice. Good job. It's a bunch of good-looking people in Supernatural.
Right? It gets you
Good-looking
moist.
Yeah, like
I was
swamp
at the gym today, and I'm doing my routine, my 5x5. You got to use the barbell. Well, like I mentioned, squat rack always taken.
Oh.
So you know what? I'll just use the Smith machine, even though it's not the same. It's the closest thing I got. So for those of you not aware, the Smith machine is like a barbell on rails. So it can only go up and down. You could do squats and stuff, bench presses in there. This whole time, meaning my life, I just assumed in the Smith machine,
my life,
the bar is a regular 45-pound Olympic bar weight. Turns out it's 15 pounds. So every time I've gone in the Smith machine, it's been 30 pounds lighter than I thought. So I did my first 2 of 3 workouts, and then I glance at the sticker on the side of the Smith machine, and it says unloaded bar weight 15 pounds. I was like,
did you immediately look around out of shame?
No, I didn't look out of shame. I was just mad. Like, I wanted to tell other people, like, did you know this? Were you aware of this? And then I loaded it up because the whole time, my whole life, I'm like, yeah, the Smith machine's just easier. It's like on rails. It's just, you don't have to brace the weight as much, whatever. It's easier. Turns out it's just been easier for those reasons too, but mostly because I've been putting 30 pounds too little weight on it. So I loaded it up with what it should have had for my last exercise. Yeah, it was still hard. So I think if I have to use the Smith machine again, I put the proper amount of weight on it, I'll still get quite a workout.
And you never know. Was there a time where you went from one these Smith machines to the other thing, and you never notice, like, man, it's real tough today?
Well, no, because I always knew the Smith machine was easier. So, like, when I think I'm benching 205 on the Smith machine, really, I'm benching 175. So then when I go to do 205 just free, I'm like, oh, this is a lot harder because the rails aren't there helping me with the... And it turns out, no, you just did the math wrong. But I will say, I know I've gotten stronger because when I first started this a couple months ago, I tried to do 185 a squat, 185 squat in the Smith machine for 10 reps, and I could only do like 4. And so, but it was really 155. And now I'm up to 195 for 5 sets of 5 in the real squat rack.
You're all over the fucking place. So do you journal? Do you keep track of this shit? Because is it just a bunch of fucking squiggles now?
You have to. No, you keep track of it. I got squiggles. I got it in a Google.
It's just the big black marker now. It just says whoops.
No, because I only used the Smith machine that one day in the beginning and then today. So everything's been correct building up to this point, except today. But now I know. I think I'll be okay if I have to use the Smith machine again. It's still gonna be really effing hard.
Now you're just gonna be helping. Every time you have to use it, you just take a gander at that sticker, and you're like, 15 pounds. All right.
Yeah, I had to
helping you.
All my workout math had to be recalibrated in my brain. I had to use a calculator.
Man.
Sucks.
I did a quick Smith machine Google just to make sure it was the thing I was thinking it was, and it was. And there's videos because it's Google. It's like, watch how to use a Smith machine. There's a video that says Smith machine squats suck versus free weights. Gabriel Say's video. It's 6 minutes long. I don't think that needs to be 6 minutes, Gabriel. But
I don't think that needs to be a video. It's a sentence.
It sucks.
I will say it was in a lot of ways it was easier. Plus, because I was subtracting 30 pounds I shouldn't have. But a regular squat, you have to maintain that path of the bar yourself. And the Smith machine just does it for you. But part of that means you got to be lined up just right under that Smith machine, or it bends you around in like goofy ways. Like you can't compensate. It only moves that one plane, like up and down. So if you're not in it just right, you end up like doing some weird ass squat when you get to the bottom. You're like, this doesn't feel normal.
So, okay, I'm seeing it now from the side angle. Yeah, the bar is like in a little prison.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. You have to go to it, and you go up and down. That's all it will allow you to do.
Yep.
I see. That seems very limited. Is this just for squats? What else can you do? Some
You could do squats.
overheads?
I did everything on it today. So I did squat, bench press. You could do overheads.
Oh yeah, bench press. Duh.
I did rows where you bend over and pull it up from the ground.
Oof.
You know, things where the bar is supposed to go perfectly straight like that. And it's just like almost impossible to do with free weights, but that's part of what like extra work you're doing is keeping it straight.
Did you jump up, grab the top of it, do a couple pull-ups like this guy in this picture?
No, there's no pull-up bar on it, but I did pull on it to like stretch. So it was kind of discouraging. It wouldn't have been so bad
back on track.
Yeah, back on track. Exactly. I just look at it as like a warm-up day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you know I'm going to look at the stickers on all of these things.
Right?
Because you've only been going there a month or two. So you got a lot of, you're not familiar yet. It's not
2 months.
Home just yet.
But I've been using Smith machines for 10 years and just never knew that.
Yeah, that's why your muscles are all weak and small. Because you've been fucking up.
Right. So it's like a Christmas miracle. But I think, like, mentally, I thought I was really doing 200 plus pounds benching. So when I had to do the test for the police test I did, I'm like, oh, yeah, 170, no problem. I do 205 in that Smith machine. And you only have to do 1 rep. And I'm like, yeah, easy. No big deal. But I think had I known I really was only doing 170 in the Smith machine, I'd have, like, freaked out. Like, I'm not going to be strong enough to do it.
Hope I had my breakfast. Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm
You don't really know how to get out of that one. That's good. Great.
I'm just thinking of my exercises, and I'm hoping that I'm doing it right, and I'm fucking something up. Like, oh shit, I've been doing push-ups wrong. Actually, I was doing push-ups wrong, but
No, see, with push-ups, you just say you were doing a variation.
That's true.
Yeah, I was just doing a variation.
This is military style.
Those are diamond push-ups. Really work the lower triceps head. People say that wrong all the time.
So, any other? You're still doing the StrongLift.com 5x5. I started doing the recommended routine, the Reddit body weight thing. Loving that so far. Nothing really to report just yet.
Yeah, I'm still liking the 5x5. I think once I really plateau hard on it though, and I can't add weight. So I guess the rule is if you fail twice, you have you go down, right? So if you fail, you go down, and if you fail twice, you go down to like 3 sets of 5 or something. Instead of 5 sets of 5. But I think once I like fully plateau, then I'm just going to do something else and switch over to keto.
There you go. I will welcome you with open arms, and you can do maintaining.
Yeah, and listener Dave says he's been on keto for a week now.
I'm happy.
Says he's air frying some wings tonight.
I saw a picture of those wings. They look good.
God, they sound delicious.
I already ate, so I'm trying not to think of food again. My window.
Yeah, that's our little workout
closed.
Talk.
Yeah, we're gonna. I can't wait to see how we feel and look by May and June. Beach time, beach weather, beach life.
Let's go beach it up.
Yeah, I might take my shirt off for the first time in 34 years. Paramount
shower with a t-shirt on.
Paramount developing 3rd Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
3rd. Do they mean 13th?
The studio is aiming to reboot the franchise.
That's not the 3rd then.
Ninja Turtles. Yeah, this is Variety.com reporting. The amateur hour over there. They're new to the business.
Match.com.
They're new to the business. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that looks like we're going to get some sort of new Ninja Turtles in the near future. Is it going to be related to this other bullshit? Maybe. They're saying reboot. Are they going to be guys in rubber suits? I sure fucking hope so.
You know what? What have we been talking about for a year now? A year plus. Re-sequeling. Give us
What do you
Teenage
mean,
Mutant Ninja
sequel?
Turtles.
From which one?
Shit.
After the third one, would they go back in time?
That
Or is that the way we erase?
That one's so bad.
But it doesn't affect anything.
They don't even look like. Yeah, we could just not talk about it.
Yeah, there could be like that fucking lantern gimmick in the background.
But
sewer.
Can Kevin Clash still be Splinter after he had sex with like those underage boys?
Yeah, we could get Kevin Clash. Who's that?
Splinter.
Are you saying Kevin Nash? Oh.
No, he's the guy who did Elmo. He was the Elmo puppeteer, and he was the Splinter puppeteer and voice.
I didn't know that.
Do you understand?
And now you ruined it.
I don't think you understand.
I thought you said Kevin Nash wrong, and I was going to destroy you.
You're saying Kevin Nash. No, Kevin Clash. Google it. It's true.
Oh yeah.
He if a trailer came out and they were in the rubber suits, do you understand how quickly and vigorously I'd start beating off? It would be nobody would have ever seen anything like it.
Put an eye out with that thing. Yeah, it would be amazing. They're probably it's gonna be CGI just because of restraints and time, and they're not gonna pay this computer people anyway. Like but maybe, just maybe, get it. Just do it. Just fucking do it. So this is something we'll keep an eye on a little bit until the news is just so shitty we know it's going to be garbage.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that they can't do it because the original one had like a $2 million budget or something stupid. You know, it wasn't probably actually that, but it was a low budget movie as far as action movies go. So now you got cash behind you. Don't pretend like you can't do the suits with the talking faces.
Yeah, I just don't know if they're gonna do. They might go straight up animated, and I don't know.
Hey, that doesn't even count. You don't even really want to reboot it.
It doesn't count at all if that's what they do.
Like the live action Lion King.
Yeah, exactly. So one more big topic before we get out of here. This one might take a few minutes. Have you seen the new trailer? Well, the only trailer for Ghostbusters?
What?
I texted you and listener Dave about this.
Yeah,
and
it was a joke.
You thought I was trollmancing you, and I wasn't trollmancing you. I was asking you if you guys had seen the fucking Ghostbusters trailer by Jason Reitman, son of Ivan Reitman, secretly making a Ghostbusters movie with the original cast minus,
Harold Ramis.
Mm-hmm. So
this is untitled happening. Ghostbusters Project 2020?
Probably. Yeah, because it's coming out next summer.
What? No, it isn't.
Or whatever. I think that's what it said in the trailer that you didn't see. No, I texted you guys.
It's not real. I'm going to go to all cast and crew. There's nobody there.
Well, yeah, that part doesn't matter.
It's coming out next year?
That's what the trailer said. Now, the trailer is just a teaser. It's like an abandoned shed, and there's some electricity. Somebody's doing some science stuff in there, and it's like a dark and stormy night type of atmosphere. And it moves in, and we see some sort of vehicle under a tarp. Meanwhile, somebody's working on some shit on the side, and that tarp blows up, and we kind of see what's under that tarp, that vehicle.
Planning to direct another Ghostbusters film that could arrive in theaters as soon as next summer. Ghostbusters just found it's read and Paul Feig.
Look at you go.
This new Reitman blah blah would not be a continue. Well, goddamn right it wouldn't be. I don't know. This sounds like it's not a real thing.
Well, it is. I've always thought of myself as the first Ghostbusters fan, Jason Reitman said. When I was 6 years old visiting the set, I wanted to make a movie for all the other fans. This is the next chapter in the original franchise. It is not a reboot. What happened in the 80s happened in the 80s, and this is set in the present day. This is Jason Reitman, director, talking. Not saying, man, maybe. He's saying this is what we're doing. This is very early, and I want
what did Bill Murray
to unwrap like a present. We have a lot of wonderful surprises and new characters for the audience to meet. From what I've gathered, everyone's on board. Otherwise, this probably wouldn't exist. I think they're gonna roll stuff like that out, especially since Bill Murray's he's a fucking weirdo. So
goddamn right he is.
So yeah, they dropped this trailer literally out of nowhere. Jason Reitman, made the rounds doing interviews like this, saying, "Yeah, doing that shit," and it's pretty cool. Some people weren't happy about this. I was super happy about it. You'll probably once you figure it all out, I think you're gonna be excited. You're still there's a fog happening to you right now. You're like, what? Where?
This just doesn't. It's just. I can't. I'm not gonna allow myself to be happy about this. Not until when you said new Halloween, I was like, yeah, we'll see. And then I eventually allowed myself to get happy about it, right? So yeah, once I see Bill Murray and Johnny Carson talking about how he's gonna be in this new Ghostbusters film, then I'll believe it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited, but there are two things that are curbing that enthusiasm. The first one, I don't like Jason Reitman's work.
What has he done?
Did he directed Juno? I don't like his comedic sensibilities for this franchise. Juno, Up in the Air, Thank You for Smoking. He directed Thank You for Smoking, which that might be the closest sort of humor that could maybe translate to a Ghostbusters film. He produced Up in the Air, Labor Day. Oh, Christ, honey. Young Adult. Jennifer's Body is producer. I don't like his work. That's really all there is to it. So that's one thing that's hampered me a bit. The second, obviously the lineage there. His dad fucking directed the goddamn original classic film. The second thing is it's still Sony.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I can't get excited about any movie where the first thing I see when the theater lights go out is Sony. Is the
Why
worst.
would we do that? Why would we do that?
Hey, Mr. Reitman, why you do that?
Well, I don't blame you there at all.
So, yeah, this is one where I'm going to forever be cautious. Until I'm walking out of the theater, I will not be able to get Halloween level hyped.
It just seems like too much of a fever dream. I'm directing a secret Ghostbusters sequel. Sounds a lot like I'm writing a Halloween fan film in 6th grade. I know.
I
know he's a real.
When did Harold Ramis die?
20.
Is that last year? 2 years?
14, 15. It's been a while now.
I thought it was more recent. I thought maybe it was recent and it kind of jostled those boys a bit. But no, I guess that wouldn't be the case. Yeah. But like I said, most people are happy because it was a surprise and people got excited. Some people didn't. Some people got very upset. This is from HollywoodReporter.com. Leslie Jones slams new Ghostbusters film. Do you know who Leslie Jones is?
Yes, she's one of the new Ghostbusters from the old Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah, 2016 Ghostbusters,
the old one.
Yes. This is from Hollywood Reporter. The comedian on Saturday took to Twitter in a post that said, "So insulting. Like, fuck us. We didn't count. It's like something Trump would do." In parentheses, it says Trump voice. Gonna redo Ghostbusters. Better with men. Will be huge. Those women ain't Ghostbusters. So annoying. Such a dick move. And I don't give a fuck. I'm saying something. God. So Leslie's not happy that they're doing a fucking Ghostbusters movie.
I understand where she's coming from. But when you're the third movie, it's sort of like it's like a reboot, right? So it's not really the third movie, but if it's a remake of a movie franchise where the other two are really good, and I've not seen this, but all I've heard is that it's not good at all. Do you blame them? It's like Temple of Doom. Like they're like, we can do another one, but it's got to have Nazis again. It's like we'll do another one, but can Bill Murray be in this one as Peter Venkman.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep harping on that, but that was what was holding this third one up for so long in the first place. Like I remember reading, they could just be rumors. I don't know, but you would read stuff like, "Oh yeah, I heard Bill Murray got the script from Harold Ramis and he sent it back to him and it was just like ripped up in pieces." Like you would hear stuff like that from time to time, and it's just odd to me that he wouldn't be able to come to an agreement to do a third Ghostbusters with all of the original people and Harold Ramis writing it with Dan Aykroyd. And then now this guy's kid wants to make one and he'd do it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, look, Ghostbusters 2016 is bad. You haven't seen it?
No, not
after. We need to do a viewing party, I think, where we just drink and watch. Oh my god. Okay. All right. We'll plan this off camera.
I've seen trailers and I heard what you had to say about it. So there's just certain movies I just don't feel the need to see. Like I didn't see Battleship. Like there's just movies I don't need to go see.
I think at this point, that whole cast and crew, like they have to know, like the movie sucked. When the trailers came out, everyone said, this looks like it sucks. They were getting so much backlash that they altered the movie with the little scene where they were making fun of YouTube commenters saying, oh, this is bad with women, which was clearly added in after the fact. So they knew then, they obviously knew when the movie came out that it was just getting destroyed. You have to accept it.
Yeah.
It was a swing. It was a miss. Now fucking Babe Ruth's coming up to bat. Okay? Don't get hot. Move down the bench.
Well, Babe Ruth's son. Look, this is, and it's not because I hate that they were all women because it makes it impossible for you to say like this remake sucks. It's like, why? Because you hate women? No, not because I hate women. I love women because it sucks. But I didn't see it. Mm-hmm. But here's another thing. I love Venom more than I love Ghostbusters in general. If we're just talking like, I love Venom. I'm crunk about Venom, right? You told me, I saw the trailers. It looked bad. You saw it. I don't need to see that. I don't want to see that, you know? So it's not like, oh, you didn't see the woman one because they're women. No, because I heard it was bad, and it looked like it was going to be bad, so I just avoided it.
I just figured on accident. Like, oh, I tripped and fell, and I watched it. Shit.
Hell no.
Because it's on Stars. I'll see it try to come across me from time to time, and I say, no.
Yeah, I don't have Stars. And also, I have the first two. So we are a Ghostbusters household. We quote it often. So I wouldn't do that. It would be like,
don't contaminate the waters.
Like I'll never watch Superman Returns again. You know, like I saw it the one time. I'm not going to watch that. And boy, do I fucking love Superman. You know, like that's why I'm not going to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because they're all part of Bryan Singer's gay sex cult.
Wow, there's allegedly a lot of backlash. Jason Reitman's getting a lot of backlash about. I mean, he's not shitting on the 2016 movie. If anyone is, it's fucking Sony because they're allowing this to happen. He's not doing it out of his own fucking pocketbook.
He's like, "Hey, Sony, can I make a fan film? Yeah, please."
God, like there's this fucking open letter to Jason Reitman from this fucking UK website. All right, whatever. Jason Reitman is writing this film with screenwriter Gil Keenan, and you will not be too impressed with his IMDb. I think I have a better IMDb. That's unfortunate. Writer, Untitled Ghostbusters Project.
And then?
That's it.
Okay.
A little directing work.
Like a Chex commercial or something?
He was in a fucking YouTube video.
Cinnamon Life?
He was in that fucking Max Landis YouTube video, Wrestling Isn't Wrestling.
Max Landis? Is this the kid? This is
No. This isn't Max Landis. He's probably friends with Max Landis because he was in Max Landis's video.
Right. I'm just saying, is this like
they're all fucking jagoffs together? Like I said, I don't like Jason Reitman. He comes off as they are cut from the same cloth. This makes a lot of sense now. Let's go Keenan, Jason Reitman, and Max Landis, especially those two, because it's like our fathers were good. How come where that skips a generation, huh? Fuck. Damn. So, like I said, we'll see. This one, I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on. Fucking Ghostbusters. A good trailer might win me over to hype levels, but until then, I'm not.
I'm telling you, this just seems like they're trying to set this all up to make it impossible for those guys to turn it down. Because
just announcing it without telling them first,
right? Because like it could come out as early as next year. Like, really? Wouldn't you want to lead with "and we have what's left of the original cast"?
Well, see, you can't promise that because you don't know how long it's gonna take filming, and how many times Dan Aykroyd's gonna go missing, just like naked in the fucking desert, looking for aliens. Okay, so, all right, this is a good episode. Let's plug it up and get out of it. There's a lot to chew on here. I've got a plug. It's follow me on Instagram at Dale Zawada. Check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Dale Zawada. I'm nearing the end of my little web series where I've been chronicling the creation of a screenplay from the very itty bitty beginning to now I'm in the rewrite stage. And you can see all of it, how it developed. It's actually pretty cool. It's a lot of fun if that interests you.
It is interesting. Dad Bod has a show this Friday at Hailstorm Brewery in Tinley Park, Illinois. We've been mandated to start at 6:30 p.m. That is when we're actually starting. Get there at 6, get a little drunk first. It'll be more fun. And we're going to be playing for at least 3 hours. So come out to Hailstorm Brewery in Tinley Park, Illinois this Friday, January 25th.
7, 8, 9. So you guys are playing until 9:30. That's a place that closes at like 10, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's not a late night. It's a brewery. It's not a bar, technically.
This is stop one. Yeah,
you go here, you get a little beard up, you listen to some Dad Bod, and then you go do whiskey at another bar.
Yeah, then you go get some real acky hole. So, all right, yeah, Dad Bod, January 25th at Hailstorm. Check that shit out. I'm probably going to be there. I'm 99% going to be there. Looking forward to it. Gonna kick back, have some brews, and just I'm gonna be watching that Cajon, man. I'm there to learn that day.
Get some tips.
I'm gonna get some tips. This was episode 55, Devicegate. Thanks for listening. I'm Haluk Beleginer.
I'm 15 pounds.